on, babe. You better be my lucky charm tonight. Brent wrapped his arm around my shoulder to whisper into my ear. I'll be pissed if you don't deliver. I shuddered and nodded. He sat down at the greasy table and pulled me onto his lap. Every week, there was a poker game at Helga's, a sketchy bar at the edge of town. Brent never missed a game. He took all of my tips and paychecks and used them to gamble. If he won, the bills got paid. If not, then it was my fault for not bringing home more tips. I tuned out Brent and his friends as they exchanged dirty jokes and crude comments about every woman in the place. At first, this had bothered me, but I was numb to it now. I couldn't go any other place anyway. I didn't have a penny to my name, and Brent's parents owned the restaurant where I worked. If I left him, I wouldn't even have a job, and that was the only escape I got from him. Who's this fucker? Brent said loudly, shaking me out of my thoughts. He's in the wrong fucking bar. I followed his gaze and saw a giant of a man in a leather jacket ordering a beer at the bar. He looked menacing. Even under the jacket, I could see he was built. His large hands almost swallowed the beer bottle he was drinking from. But his blue eyes lit up when he smiled and thanked the bartender. Hey, fuckface, Brent shouted. Are you lost? I flinched at his tone. He always picked fights when he was drunk. He was buzzed when he had come in, so it would be a miracle if he could still see straight. The man turned towards us, his expression cool. He almost looked amused as he looked Brent up and down, before his eyes turned to me. I looked down, scared to meet his gaze. What the fuck are you looking at? Brent grabbed my hair and yanked my head towards him. Go find your own girl. He pressed his lips to mine in a sloppy, forceful kiss. I almost gagged at the stench of whiskey emanating from him. Take it easy, boyo, the man said. His voice had a nice, Irish lilt to it. The sound of it sent a small, pleasurable tingle up my spine. I paused, trying to analyze that. It had been a long time since any man made me feel anything like pleasure. Had I reached the point where a man holding his temper was a turn-on? The biker nodded at an empty seat at the table. I was just wondering if I could buy into the game. He took out a wad of cash from his pocket. Brent grinned at the sight of it. $200 buy-in, he said, which was more than double what it really was. His friends snickered, thinking they had found an easy mark. They were all so drunk, they couldn't tell this guy could knock all of them out without breaking a sweat.